Right, welcome back to my channel. Today's video doing a review on Olly Murs. So all the hits tour. So I got to see him on the 3rd of May, which is Friday. Kinda gutted. I wish I could have gone to other Glasgow date because I went to 2, to the 3rd and 4th, but I think maybe next time when he does another tour, I'm gonna do more dates on one because one's not enough. I'm gonna tell him review like a set list. Like Olly Murs and the Sport Deck Tatsu, just talk about my experience and all that, and I just thought of it. Olly Murs always puts on like amazing set always time because it's my second time seeing live. So I will tell you Rax's set list. I've already uploaded 3 videos from Olly Murs ones because I found them on my mobile. So I've got Dear Allen. What else was it? What's it? You know love and moves, but it's got a bit of different bit into it, which I'll tell you in the set list. So the only song had a sport at this show because the last sport I don't know would it count last year's one as sport that the last tour I did because it was a DJ. It was George Bowie, it's a Scottish DJ. I don't know, would I actually count him as a Scottish DJ? I don't know. But this lovely man who I've got calendar on my wall, which is kind of, you can see why I've got a thumbnail, is because it's Olly Murs. Which every time like when I get to like a tour, like I'm like for seeing it, I'm like moaning like when's it gonna get to it, and then when it gets to it, I'm like so excited I get to there, enjoy it, and then when it's over I'm like gutted. I wish I had like more dates, but just because I can't afford it now and again, which would. So we're going to Raxu. So Raxu were the winners. Was it? Well, not the lassies, but the volunteers. But I can't remember the year. So I wasn't too sure if I was gonna like them live because even though when they were X Factor and they did their own songs, I wasn't too sure if I liked them, like, even though because you think like different experience, like seeing like live version and the version on TV. So my first time getting to hear them live, even though it was the first time being in Scotland, because the first date the tour was Aberdeen, and then of course the 2 dates in Glasgow for both. Every tour that I always go or now and again is always starting in Scotland, even though I noticed like other tours that I'm going, I've noticed Glasgow's not like the beginning, it's like maybe like halfway through the tour or maybe towards, no, you through like the middle of it, what am I thinking, end? Which I'm kinda happier because then it gets me like more, then I kinda know what the set list is gonna be, even though when it came to like when they did like when I almost did the first date in Aberdeen, I wasn't gonna look at the set list and I thought to myself, I'll surprise myself and see what songs in the set list, but because I was being so nosy, I just wanted to have a look on Twitter, because usually Twitter's got like the set list, like people shared it. No one shared it, so I was like, what's going on? No one wanted to share it, keeping it surprise. But I only knew 2 songs were on the set list. I didn't see like any other songs because I knew the first 2. Well, I don't know, is it 1 though? I don't know, because it's, I've seen the set, I've got the set list on my phone, but I don't know, it's set into 1. Well, the first 2 of it, because it's like into it. I kind of knew because I seen a review online. I couldn't see the rest of the songs because I was kind of nervous about what songs were going to be on it, or certain songs that I wanted to hear live. But I'll kind of tell my experience after I tell you the whole set list, because there is a couple of songs I wish there was in the set list, but I will tell you which ones I wish were towards it. So we're going to the actual set list. So there was 7 songs. So the first one is What 1 2 3. I love that song, that song's catchy. The next one, Feeling You. So that was, of course, the audition song, but they didn't actually sing that. the first time, I think it was it? Yeah, it was like a cover song they did the first time, and then because the judges didn't like it, they sung that, and that's kinda, it stuck in my head every time I've heard it, them performing it, and I just wanted to hear it live, and I was like so excited. But I did record a video that them performing it. I was like, I wasn't too sure to upload or not because I took it on sugar, I just dropped a pen on my camera. The quality is not the best on it, even on again, I think because it's like, sometimes it depends on the lighting, I don't know. Sometimes on the camera I can film like really good videos, and then sometimes the quality can be like really sharp depending on lighting. But I think the rest of the Olly Murs videos, one or two of them, they're okay, but it's because of the way he's standing on stage, because he's got like the stage, then because he's got like a wee bit round it, like fans were standing, then he's got a walkway, so most of my videos you can, I think, already on my channel, and one or two I think on my camera, you can see him walking on it, which kind of good me. But I think there's like two videos that's still on my camera that is mostly just like the mid of it, so you can't really see his face as much, but it's only like his back and his, which I'm not caring because it's songs I wanted to record. But I think I will upload that video of Rax's Emma feeling you. I'm not really caring about the quality, I'm just going to upload it because I'm not caring, because it's one of my favourite songs from Raxu. So the next one is Thunder. The fourth one, Yours or Mine. The next one, Into It. Sixth song is Clockwise, which is a new song, and because they got the crowd go, not the crowd going, to get involved with the song, because they were singing clockwise, and then when it got to the bit of the song anti-clockwise, we had to sing it. And then the last one on the set list is the Lampo, which they were amazing live, even the first time seeing them live, which I didn't know if I was gonna like them or not, because like I did like certain songs. Where's that going? I just had the set list. Was it on Twitter? Or was it? No, wait a minute. Because I did see it on, I saved it Twitter, it's pretty Google. Because Twitter has got the set list, I'm looking at, but there's certain like bits in the set list, he doesn't sing it full song, that's why I wanted to get the version online. But the set list I'm seeing, there's certain bits they put in it is not full set list, because this is the third March. So most of the songs are like original ones, like the most ones we kind of know. There is some covers in it, because there's memories, because it's 10 years from X Factor, which is amazing, and I feel so old. So the first song before it is Moves. Before he came on stage perform it, there's like a video of him, like we filmed the actual thing, like it was from a music video, but he looked so cute with his little glasses on, with his little geeky moves vibe, even though looked more hot in the glasses than the other ones in the actual music video. And I can't remember if it was before that or after that video. There was a countdown, like to 5 to 1, and it was Olly Murs saying it. And when it came to like just before like Olly was like performing moves, couldn't find him in the front of the stage. Like, where is he? Where is he? Is he actually performing on stage, or what's happening? Even though no one knew, he was inside of the audience, like walking down. But it was like being like character. He was going and like going, "Is this thing on?" And just get in the crowd, and he was walking down from the side into the stage. So he's like got like geeky glasses, and he's got like a bit, I think, a jacket or something over his actual outfit he's wearing, because the actual takes like the beginning of the song, like just towards into the song, he takes, because he goes "roll down" that bit, and he takes the geek glasses off and the jacket off, and it's like it's kind of creating the vibe from like the Moose video, like when he drinks all the energy drinks and he's like handsome from the geek. And because Moves was written by Ed Sheeran, this was so clever and it works really well. He added Shape of You, Ed Sheeran song, into it, and it works really well, and that is on my YouTube, my channel if you want to have a look at that video, because it's one of my favourite. So the next one was Feel the Same. Even though the first song I knew, like the Move with the Shape of You, that's the only one I knew from the setlist when I seen from Twitter from that show from the Aberdeen Day and the View. No, not from Aberdeen Day, from the View when I seen it online, because I knew they were talking about. But every time like a certain song or like intro, it's like what's going on, what song was it? He was keeping surprises. So the next one was Feel the Same. So that one has got usually that features Nile Rodgers on the song. Next one is Kiss Me. The full song, it's like Spanish vibes, like kissy, like the background, amazing, beautiful things on the background. I just like his back, like video or pictures on the, like him, were amazing. So it's getting like the Spanish vibes, like what's going on, what's the song. He's getting, I didn't see that. I don't know if it's gonna. No, it's not on the video for my camera because I think I was just enjoying too much him dancing, like pure Spanish vibes. But it's Maria. Even though, like I've heard that like album on his album, it's all like I didn't expect that song to be actually on the setlist. I couldn't surprise. But it's an amazing song live and such Spanish vibes. And then the next one is You Don't Know Love, which is another one I did film. It's on my channel. This is one of my favourites because it was on 24 Hours album, but this song is so close to my heart because it's one of my favourite songs. But this was the song that I actually met Olly Murs on his radio tour he did to do with the song when he came to Glasgow quite one, which so many good moments, memory for me. And the version of he did it was not like the usual normal version. It is like dancier version, and I was like, okay, I actually love this version. I do love the normal version, but this version was even amazing. But the visuals, he had flames. I was like, it was getting real hot because of the flames coming up behind him, and I thought you better be careful because he has now and again been a bit clumsy. Like I think he has done it like when he did Moves, not like I've seen like a couple of videos like did Moves Shape of You, he nearly dropped the mic, but I think, I don't know, I keep watching the video back when I filmed You Don't Know Love. I think he nearly failed like one or twice, but he's always clumsy. But that is just one of my favourites. I think on the setlist because it's just amazing. Did not expect that version at all, but it really works. And then he slowed the things down the set list, so even though before he performed the song he was talking about like mental health, like people, like he was telling like people like not afraid to talk out about like illnesses, mental, I don't know if I can say this, mental health or anything to do with it. And it was Talking to Yourself, which was kind of a beautiful song, and everyone get the torches out. Even more when it gets a slow song in a hydro, when you can get torches on or lights, I just feel like emotional, amazing. Just to be in that venue, I've been in it so many times, like, and I just feel like happy and emotional, like when they do that. And then he came off stage to get. He only had 2 outfits. I think he had less. Like, I can't speak. Less outfit changes than the last tour he did. I seen him. So like the visuals on the screen, so it's like moments like music videos, like moments he's been in like tour, like travelling and all that. Amazing thing to show like from the 10 years, and then it showed you like the clip, Olly's audition for X Factor, and then like we was talking to like, Shane, what's your name? and he said Olly Murs, and then after that came on with it was a course which I'm so happy they filmed it live, was of course his audition song that he performed in X Factor, Stevie Wonder's supervision. I'm so happy for him performed it, even though getting to watch and listen when he performed it on The Voice UK, and I was kind of thinking that song was going to be in a set list, and it was, and his voice is actually so amazing, right? And then yeah, I think the next 4 songs before like was forming it, most of them, let's think, most of these next ones, he didn't sing like a full version of it. It was just like a wee bit, or a wee bit of chorus, and he was like talking about memories, like for singing it. So the first one was Trophy now. That's what it says in this list, but I can't remember what it was, because I know in the flood at Glasgow, it was like one of these songs. I don't know if it was that, or was it one for the girls? Wait a minute, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I'm back. So I can't find what I was looking for. Most of the SSE is thinking of me, but I don't think it's actually that, because the actual like first song, like don't like memories, I think the crowd would have known it. That's what my opinion is, but I don't think it's it, because thinking of me, I would be singing along. I don't know. That's what I've seen like, on Twitter and online. But the one, I think it's one of these days. I'm thinking what it is, but I don't know, because that's what I couldn't. Because I know I don't think they'll get it. What was I trying to say? I was trying to get the crowd to sing it, like if you were like a true fan or been a fan for ages, like knew it, but I don't think a lot of fans sing it. But if it was that, you'd have got the crowd singing along to him. But I don't know. I think that's what it is. But he only did a first verse and a chorus to that, and then he only talked about because he was like touring in America with. No, before he actually did this, he was teasing. He played yeah, the musical Grease. I don't know what song it was. Oh yeah, is it the one you want? I think it was. I think it was that one. I can't remember. Like teasing. I thought he said, "Oh, do you want your version?" And it wasn't. He was like teasing, and it was actually One Direction, What Makes You Beautiful. We only did like maybe a bit of a verse and a wee bit, a tiny bit of chorus, because he was telling about like the time he toured in America with One Direction. And then before he did the next one, he was like mentioning like when he, because he has dreaded with Robbie when he was in X Factor, and because he was in sport for Robbie on his tour, and because he performed a song with him on the Graham Norton show, It's the Jungle Book, or I Be Like You, one of my faves from the Jungle Book, and I love that version. Even though it was on his own, it still sounded amazing. But when like the version with him and Robbie, it's still amazing. And then you go on to the song, of course, in the moment, like to do with China. So this song, That Girl, it was a song on 24 Hours, one of my favourites, and because it did so well, and because everyone was streaming on it, and you got, I think it's like over 4 million and something, it's went over it. When it did say originally it was like 4 million, 4 point something, I can't remember. He said it was like super, it was like his biggest song there. It was like about a troublemaker and all the like well known ones that. And then he was like saying, because he outsold Jake, and he's saying because O2, he was joking something to do with because the O2, like when Jake was there, he changed like because the O2 to O something, I can't remember what it was. he said he was going to change something else, and then he sung what was it? First person chorus it, which I wish it was like the full version of it, but I'm still kind of happy that he did a bit of it and a chorus, which I did film it, but I'm going to upload it anyway, because I'm not caring. But when he does like another tour, I hope he does full version of it, because I just love that song, and I'm happy that I get to hear it live. This song is not actual on the set list, which I don't know why they've got it in the Glasgow one on this website, but I'm just going to skip it because it's not. So the next one was Please Don't Let Me Go. No wait, yeah, before he's performed this, he told, yeah, story about because the music video got uploaded, and he read because he was reading the comments because of the hate comments. He was telling people don't read hate comments, and because the people didn't say anything about it, which is not nice for him, but you just don't read hate comments. And then after that was Heart Skips a Beat, one of my favourite songs, and he did trying to remember, was it? Did he do it? Yeah, I think it was that one. I'm trying to remember what's. No, it's not that one I'm thinking. I see it alone he does in the set list, he does bloody rap, because that one's got a rap in that one. And then I think like towards the end of the song there's a song from Freed, what's that? With Freed from Desire. Na 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 na. Da, 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 da. I got the crowd going. He was like, oh, party mode. He was like knackered after performing that. He was like wanting to lie on the stage pretty knackered. But this song's not on his actual set list. He was singing it after. No, wait a minute. And then Dear Darling, I wish I took a photo with him with like the background in it, because the background looks so beautiful. Like it was like kind of so like you seen him like two versions of like singing like Dear Darling when he was singing it, and then there's like bits like beautiful like pink and blue. I wish I took a photo, because I've seen like fans photos of it like, from the tour, and it looks so beautiful, and I wish I took one, but I actually recorded him performing it, because it's like one of my fave likes, because like I don't think I'm trying to remember, because I haven't uploaded any of the videos from the last tour I went to see Olly, because I still haven't got a cable yet for the camera to upload any of the videos that I recorded from that other camera I've got, and because our concert is strict, I don't know, like I've got maybe a couple. Well, the next time I'm going, I'm not going to use it because I don't want to get broken or me being clumsy per usual. But I don't know, maybe future concerts in the Hydro I might get use it, depends. I need to ask them, because I know they're strict about certain, but it's not got one of the ones you can move and put in your lens in it, so I think I'd give it, but just ask them when I've got another future concert. But Dear Darling's just a beautiful song to hear live. I can't remember if I did record it the last tour, but I just wanted it, because that's one of my faves, but I just wish I took a photo of the background. But this song's not on a set list. I don't know why this website's got it, but he did perform, well, a wee bit of it after. Oh, I know what it is. It was when he was introduced to the band, like, and it was one of the, was it one of the guitarists, or one of the people that was on with the, like the trumpets and all that. And he was going, when will I be free? That song, I hope I don't get copyright for singing it. Sugar. It's just because of that song. And then the next one was Up. He was like saying, anyone like good singer, female singers, like, I'm okay singing, I'm not like best. And then he's like, anyone good stage, and then he was joking, when he's, because he's backing singers, he's got 3 men and a female singer, and the female back singer got to form up. Her voice was amazing, with Olly performing up. And then I think the last 3 songs on the set list are so good, like Upbeat, In the Mood for Dancing. So the next one was Troublemaker. That is such a catchy song, it's amazing live, I love it to bits. It's just one of the ones you just can't get out of your head. And then the next one I got mixed up with the other one because Heart Skips a Beat has got like a rap. Did he have? No, I think he didn't do the version of that. I think it's the version without, I can't remember. But the next one was Wrapped Up. One of my favourites, and I was going to record it, and I thought, I'm just loving the moment. I wanted to have a good time, enjoy the rest of the songs, and Wrapped Up, he did the Driving Equipment. I was like, okay, you go Olly, you multitask, you can sing, you can dance, entertain, make amazing show, and you can do that. I was like, where'd you come with that? And then after that one, came off stage for thinking, it's the end of the show, it finished, came back on for one more song, Dance for Me Tonight. But I think that's just an amazing set list, even though like loads of songs on the set list. But I'm kind of annoyed that 3 songs I wish were on set list was Busy, Army of You, and the one song I think I can see most of Twitter that everyone's not happy it's not in the set list, even though I don't get it, like there's loads of songs like he picked from, even though like from 10 years from his career. But I'm just fingers crossed the next one he does, he has Excuses, because that was the one song, even though I didn't see the set list, thinking like when he did the first day in Aberdeen, I thought maybe he'd get to perform it because it was a single, and he has performed it a couple of times, like live, like TV performances and all that, and I'm thinking, am I going to hear that live, because it's just a beautiful emotional song, but maybe because it just was a bit emotional for him, or because the song just have a meaning to him, he just didn't want to perform it because he wants, even though Dear Darling and was it Talking to Myself, they're 2 like slow songs. I don't know why I could have added them, because I was like excited to hear it live, and I was glad because me and my friend were both wanting to hear that live. We were like, because it's like both our favourites, like wanting to hear it live. But anyhow, gutted it was on the set list, but if it is like another tour, you better add it on because I'll be annoyed. It was amazing set list. Olly Murs always puts on like an incredible show. He's a true entertainer. Voice is amazing. He's down to earth. It's funny. There was one other thing annoying about the tour. Usually, like certain like concerts, they have like confetti or what's the way to put it, like streamers like coming out from the stage. He only had like, one bit was so annoying. So it wasn't like the whole like arena had like the streamers like falling down. It was like one bit of it. It's maybe like, see, like, because like our session was like near the stage, because I didn't expect the seating would be that like near the stage. I thought it would be a wee bit up where we were from the previous tour I did. But mostly like it wasn't like confetti, I'd say. It was like kind of like long the string, like you'd get like coming out, and because it wasn't coming all of it, it was coming like one side, and because like kids and all that and the people it was on that got it, the steward had the whole like loads of it around them. It's like, why are you doing that? You could have just left it before and get fans to pick it up. I wanted to take a bit, because I like doing it like if it's like confetti or anything like string film flying from the stage. I like taking bits because it's like me and my tour, which was so annoying. But that's all the things that was annoying me or I didn't like about it, even though I still had an amazing time. I'm not mourning about it, but it's just my opinion on it, what I just thought about it. But I've already got Dear Darling, You Don't Know Love, which is kind of Olly Murs version, which is one of my favourites. I think that's my favourite song to set list. And no, two of the songs on can't speak from the set list. You Don't Love and Move with the Shape of You, which is already on my channel. But I've still got 5 videos to upload. So from Olly Murs ones I've still got up. Even though it's like a bass in the chorus, that girl is amazing audition song of Stevie Wonder's Supervision. That's it, right? No, Supervision. Is it? Supervision, or is it? Well, Stevie Wonder's song. I think I've said it. And then Maria. And then I've only got one Rexley video. Because I wanted to hear the rest of the songs and just have a fun time dancing along to the ones. But that is the end of my video talking about seeing Olly Murs and Spoke Rexley. It was an amazing show. I wished me and my friend either got the other Glasgow date. It was in the 4th of May, or either Charlotte didn't want our dates. We're kind of annoyed, but just because I couldn't afford it. But we're thinking like the next tour does, because I think he might, but I don't know, because I know he's supposed to be coming back to The Voice UK doing that, and then maybe more new music, and then another tour. But fingers crossed, hoping it's that, and a tour. Well, might have been travelling like more dates like Denmark, or maybe just do like more Scottish dates than just the one that we always usually do again, like tours, because usually me and my friend like we would do like one date. It's usually just a hometown in Glasgow, or sometimes we've done in the past, we've travelled like some places down in England, but it's worth it. I just think it's annoying, like people moan, like saying, oh, like fans like spending loads of money, like dates, like loads of dates in the one tour. It's like, tough, leaving, they're enjoying their life. It's like they're getting to see their idol or the band, the singer that they love so much, to get to see him so many dates. It's like, good on yous. I wish I could do that, like afford it so much. I wish I would do that. But even though I did get to see him like one day, I'm still happy that I still get to see him live. So that is the end of my video seeing Olly Murs. Sorry this video is long, just wanted to tell you how I felt about the set list and kind of a wee bit what I just didn't like about when I was in the venue. But I hope you enjoyed it so much. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it so much. If you've already subscribed to my channel, thank you very much for taking the time to subscribe and watching my videos. If you haven't, press the subscribe button. Help me, I cannot speak. Press the subscribe button if you want to subscribe to my channel, and press the little bell because that will give you more notifications when I upload more videos. There will be more videos coming up soon, because I will be uploading this to Olly Murs and the Rexley video. I will be uploading videos seeing the Bamps on the 11th of May, so there'll be that. Oh yeah, and from the Sport Tax, Harvey and New Club, one or two songs, depends how I feel, and there will be a review about that as well coming soon. So you're expecting more videos in this channel soon. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you, and bye.